And now you want to do it by all means. You get involved in things you're not supposed to do. Occultic practice. You get involved in activities that eventually ruin your life and ruin the destiny of your family. These are some of the values that are putting, sponsoring, and promoting what we are seeing around. The third thing is about we, the elders. We are also not helping our youth. We don't walk the talk. We say A and we do B.
Exactly.
We don't keep our promises. They see us, we assume that they don't know anything. But interestingly, the youth of today are more smarter than we parents.
Exactly.
We went to school where there were no laptops. We went to school when the internet was not in boom. But today, these kids have access to some of these details. They can stay in Nigeria and have access to information globally.
Exactly.
And here we are as leaders. We are not role model to them. We do things that are contrary. And because we do it, they also assume, my dad did it, why shouldn't I do it? This now also put them under pressure. I want to do it. And finally, let every family live up to the values of God. Let every family, Muslim, Christian, anything, live up to the values that are sustainable, values that are godly, values that will live as a legacy. If every family imbibes these values, the society will be a better place. We will not be promoting vices that will ruin the life of our youth. When we are self-content with what you have, a youth grows up in a family that is self-contented with what he has. Don't go borrowing. Don't go stealing just because you want to impress your neighbor. That child will grow up having the right perspective to life.
You have said it all. So we'll take a break now. Come back, continue. Vivid view. Say and do. Welcome back. We are still dealing with youthful etiquette and leadership core values. And this takes me to the last question from my end. How then do we guarantee etiquette and sustainable core values in the youth?
That's a very good question. We need to revisit our foundation. There is a need for the rebranding. They say charity begins at home. So let me start from Nigeria. There is a need for the rebranding of Nigeria across all facets, right from our schools to the corporate world, to the family, to the church, to the mosque, whatever is your religion. We need to go back and get values that are embedded in our national anthem and begin to live them. Our national anthem has values that are sustainable. The only way we can do is to go back, we as leaders, to the basics. What were the values that Awolowo, the Zik, that founded this country were based on? We need to revisit those values. Our forefathers that founded this country, called this great country, Nigeria, what values were driving them? Today, we've abandoned them. We need to go back and visit those values and enshrine those values in our constitution. We must begin to live a life that shows that, look, we are honest, we are truthful, that we have love for one another. Not a society where we raise up and we say we have love, we have integrity, we have honesty, and we are killing ourselves. We hire guns to go and kill your neighbor, and we say we love, and we preach unity. The only way we can guarantee that is for a redefinition, visit our constitution that established this country, and reenact those values. Let things be done properly, in the better way. Let's do what we are saying. Let division be separated. If there's a way of removing division, I don't need to say, okay, fine, I am not an Ijaw person. I'm not a Yoruba person. I think what have joined us together, diversity. There is unity in diversity.
Exactly.
There is unity in diversity. The fact that we are diverse, that gives us strength, that gives us character, that gives us the potency.
It's an advantage.
It's an advantage that we can use. Today in the corporate world, organizations are remodeling their strategy. They are remodeling the organizational structure by bringing diverse people. Because we are wired differently. When we are put in a room, we bring in different ideas that create a solution. So Nigeria, if we get back to the basics and rediscover ourselves, we've lost it. We've lost it. I was listening to the first speaker who spoke earlier on that you interviewed, talking about the need for us to go back to the basic,
Yes.
take agriculture back to the schools and all of this. These were values that we had. These were the things that were driving this society. That is the only way. But if we continue on the same trajectory that we are going, a trajectory of materialism, a trajectory of killing, a trajectory of stealing, a trajectory of doing all manner of things to make sure you get rich,
Corruption and
then
bribery. Oh.
perhaps we may not have a youth, we may not be able to guarantee if those who are handing over power to will not do worse than we do.
Because they are watching.
Oh, definitely.
They are watching us.
They're watching us.
Well, thank you so much. We'll take a break now and come back with questions and answer session. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
My name is Abisoye. My question goes thus. Why is it that etiquette and core values are mostly associated with youths?
My name is Oluwafemi. What are the roles of religious leaders in inculcating etiquette and core values into their members?
Welcome back. The audience have already asked their questions, so I direct you to our guest for his response.
Thank you. Yeah, the first question was about why is it that when we discuss about etiquette and core values, always directed at youth. I will take this question from this perspective. Etiquette cut across board, both young, old, growing, even the toddler coming up. The toddler who is growing up is taught how to, okay, don't wee on your pampers and all. These are all part of etiquette and all of that. You're teaching the child. The child grows up. And it graduates to where we now become adult. However, to give a summary of it, when a dad makes a mistake, like some of the mistakes we made, I don't want my child to repeat the same thing. What do? I've been to teach my child the core values. I made the mistake, please do not repeat it. Because you are the next generation. You are the one to take over power. Don't take the country or the family towards the same trajectory. You will need to realign.
That's it.
Oftentimes, that's what happened. That when they talk, it's not, oh, look, oh, it's about the youth. No. What they are pointing at you is, look, do not make the mistake we've made before. We've missed it. I've missed the opportunity. I don't want you to miss the opportunity. I went to the university. I came out with a third class. Son, I don't want you to come with the third class. And that is why I am where I am. For you, I want you to come out with the 2-1. I want you to come with the first class. So do this.
So read your books properly.
Read your book.
That's it.
So when a dad comes at you, the dad is saying, do not repeat the same mistake. Focus on the right thing. And that's oftentimes the elders want to, when they talk about values and cover, because they know you have a greater future. You have more days ahead of you. You have more years ahead of you. You have an opportunity to reshape this country called Nigeria. You have an opportunity to reshape your family. You have an opportunity to reshape the organization you are in.
Yes.
And that's what it is. It's not okay, maybe it's aimed at trying to stigmatize you or say something contrary to you. No.
Thank you.
Thank you. The second question you spoke about religion, what is the role of religious body in ensuring that core values are inculcating core value in the members and in the society? You know, when the church become worldly, I'm not saying all. There are still some good churches that still teach core values. In order not to propagate any particular church, I choose not to mention the name.
Yeah, of course.
But there are still some churches that still teach values in their members and everything. And if I borrow the say from the Bible, this is a religious question, they said, you are the salt of the world. You are the light of the world. But when the salt loses its potency, what happened? It is scattered away. When the light that is supposed to shine so that darkness will not have power over it now loses its brightness, what happened? There is something wrong. So I think the church today in Nigeria need to re-examine themselves.
This is Vivid View.